Do you want a lush, vibrant lawn that wows the neighbors this season? Are you intimidated by caring for your own lawn? Do you think it's too difficult or time-consuming? If so, then you're in the right place. In this video, we're going to discuss a few simple steps you can take right now to set your lawn up for success this season, so stay tuned. Now here in Northeast Indiana, spring's been very slow to arrive this year. We're on a temperature roller coaster the last month or so, with nighttime lows consistently below freezing, which has really slowed down the spring wake up for the lawn. With warmer temps finally in our extended forecast, it's a perfect time to get back out in the lawn and kick off the 2025 lawn season. I talked to several people who are intimidated by caring for their own lawn. They think it's too complex or too time consuming, and they either let it go or they hire a company to do it for them. I always stress to people that caring for your own lawn can be as involved or laid back as you want it to be. Obviously, if you're looking for a golf course quality lawn, it's going to take you a lot more time and effort than if you just want your lawn to be green and look nice. You probably see a lot of videos on YouTube talking about soil testing. I'm a big proponent of soil testing for the simple fact that it helps me determine what my lawn needs. This helps prevent me from spending money on products that I don't need. Soil test kits are easily accessible and inexpensive. The process is as simple as probing your soil, putting the dirt into a collection kit, and mailing it off to await your results. If you followed my channel last season, you know that I worked hard at pushing my soil pH down into an ideal range. I deal with very alkaline soil, and it's been a struggle for me the last several years. I went heavier last year with elemental sulfur to experiment and see how much I could move the needle. My soil pH dropped drastically over the last year from 7.9 to 6.97, something that I would not have known had I not done a soil test. Overall, my soil test results look good after last season, so outside of working on pushing down that pH a little bit more, this has helped me to decide to stick to my standard fertilization plan this season. My first application of the season is typically pre-emergent. I like to use prodiamine because it's easily accessible and it's worked well for me over the years. Pre-emergent comes in granular or liquid form, and it helps prevent weeds from popping up throughout the course of the season, especially crabgrass. Weeds and crabgrass will ruin a nice looking lawn very quickly. This is an easy step you can take to save yourself the headache of dealing with weeds for the rest of the season. Timing is crucial when it comes to pre-emergent. You're aiming for a consistent soil temperatures to approach 50 degrees, and once you get there, it's go time. I see several people in my local area get excited to throw down pre-emergent as soon as we get our few first nice days of spring, and then temperatures take a nosedive again, driving those soil temperatures back down. You're not going to hurt anything by applying pre-emergent early, but I like to hold on as long as possible before I apply it to ensure that I get a longer period of pre-emergent protection during the season. Regardless of if you apply a granular or liquid pre-emergent, it will need to be watered in either through irrigation or rain, so plan your application accordingly. If it rains right after your application, it makes it even easier for you. Now, I've listed a helpful resource to help you monitor average soil temps in your area in the description of this video below, so check it out if you want to learn more. And if you're finding this video helpful so far, please hit that like button to help out with the YouTube algorithm. Thanks. At the same time that I put down my pre-emergent, I also apply my first fertilizer application of the season. The results from the soil test that we discussed in step 1 will help you make a decision on what fertilizer to apply. I'll be using products from the Andersons on my lawn again this season, and this is my second season using their products. Last year was a big success, so I'm looking forward to season number 2. I'll also be supplementing with a few liquid products from Turf Titan again this season. You can use any brand of fertilizer that you want. The most important thing is to be sure that you're looking at the fertilizer analysis on the bag. The first number in the analysis is the percentage of nitrogen, the second number in the analysis is the percentage of phosphorus, and the third number in the analysis is the percentage of potassium in the bag. If your soil test reveals your lawn is deficient in phosphorus or potassium, you're going to want to be sure to choose a product that has those nutrients in it to give your lawn what it needs. Vice versa, if your lawn's high in a specific nutrient, you want to choose a product that emits that nutrient from the bag or has a very low amount so you're not pumping unneeded nutrients into the lawn. For my first application of the season, I'm using 24011 from the Andersons. This will give the lawn a nice shot of nitrogen to kickstart growth for the season, and also a good amount of potassium to help give it a boost coming out of winter. It also includes 2% iron and manganese, which will help give you that deep green color that you're looking for. I'm going to supplement this with Thatch Buster from Turf Titan to really give the soil a nice microbial boost of organic matter. This is my second season using this application to start the season with, and it worked really good last year, so I'm going to stick with it. Make sure that you're reading product labels of the products that you choose to ensure that you're applying the products at the correct rates for better results. Applying the fertilizer and pre-emergent on the same day and allowing the rain to water them both in is going to save you a lot of time. I'll plan on my next application of fertilizer 4 weeks after my first application and stick to that schedule of feeding it every 4 to 6 weeks throughout the season. If you're interested in an easy season-long plan with products and the timing of applications laid out for you in a liquid or granular form, be sure to check the description of this video for more information. Now that we fertilized and applied pre-emergent and got it watered in by Mother Nature, growth should pick up and it'll be time for the first mow soon. On the same day that I apply my first application of fertilizer, I like to get my mower ready for the season by making sure that it has sharp blades, and if you're using a gas mower, making sure that the oil's changed and it's fueled up and ready to go for the first cut. I typically cut my fescue lawn around 3.5 inches high in the spring, and I mow frequently enough to ensure that I'm only cutting the top 1/3 of the grass blade off. Doing this will ensure a better cut and a healthier, better looking lawn. Now, I will warn you that this isn't always possible, especially in the springtime when the lawn grows much faster and we tend to get a lot of rain. There are times when you're just going to have to cut it long or even bag the clippings. Now is also a great time to consider other miscellaneous items that your lawn might need, like lawn rolling, especially if you had a harsh winter. The constant freezing and thawing can really take a toll on your lawn. Now that soil temperatures are warmer and we've had some spring rain, the lawn should be soft enough to give it a roll and smooth it out. This is going to help you achieve a much smoother cut when mowing during the season. I also tend to apply gypsum around this time to help soften up my clay soil and elemental sulfur to help push my pH down into ideal range. If you want more information on these steps, check out the videos linked in the description of this video below that go into more detail on these topics. It's also important to mention that if you plan to aerate your lawn in the spring, you want to make sure you do so before you apply pre-emergent. If you apply pre-emergent and then you aerate, you're destroying that weed barrier, which will cause issues for you with weeds throughout the season. I don't typically aerate my lawn in the spring, only because I do it in the fall and it doesn't really need it again. Following these general steps will help you achieve a better lawn this season. As I mentioned earlier, you can make the process as involved or laid back as you want. The important thing is that you don't get overwhelmed with the process so you don't give up. If you're interested in seeing any of the products that I used or mentioned in this video, or if you're interested in seeing other videos I've done that dive into more detail on these topics, check the description of this video below. There's also some discount codes in the description that can help you save some money on lawn products this season if you're interested, so be sure to check those out. If you're interested in following my progress in the lawn this season, be sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on your notifications so you don't miss out on future updates. I appreciate you watching, and I look forward to seeing you next time out in the lawn.